Hi. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Captain America.
Throughout history, you can see every time there's been social advancement as we wake up, the American story, the human story, is one of constant social awakening and growth. And that's what makes us good.
I don't understand it.
There's always going to be people who are afraid and unaware and trying to hold on to what was before. But those people die off like dinosaurs. And so, I think the goal is to pay them no mind, march forward, and embrace the growth that makes us human. The real truth is those people are idiots.
I vaguely know who actual fandom is. I think I might have actually been on that. No.
To said screens.
Disney brought him back. They're going to make him do this till he's 90.
Turn that off.
Take it off.
Surprise, you fuckers. No great.
It makes no damn sense. Compels me, though.
Where am I? Like, what is this? What am I doing? What's
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Hello. Hello, all. I'm Spider-Man, as you can see here. That's very confusing looking, isn't it? Like, what am I doing? What is it? What's going on here? This is crazy. It's craziness. Let me fucking fix this. Whoa, blurry. Blurry. Stop being blurry. All right, come on. You can do it. Hey, there I am. All right. Hey, guys. My name is Dane. This is Actual Fandom. This is, it's Friday. You know how we do. You know how we roll around here. Let's see, yeah, there we go. That's better. Got Head Ninja. Uncanny X-Men was dope AF. Oh, man, I got to disagree with you there. You need to check it out. I'm not sure, man. You might want to hold off. Afternoon. Hello. Yeah, look, I'm not going to try and pretend like I didn't love this shit because I'll just show you the thing that I made, the graphic I made, hoping that Gail Simone would see it. It calls her a whole bunch of names, says a bunch of mean stuff about her and her writing ability. No. Obviously, that's stupid. Who would do that? But I definitely like to show appreciation when I really appreciate something. So we've got, you guys know, if you've been around, you know that I was a fan of the Krakoan era, and like to say I was a fan of it is an understatement. Is one of my, I'll just say it, it's my favorite era of comic books ever. Just nonstop. Even whenever it wasn't as good as it was originally, it was still great. You know what I mean? Like, but so I kind of been reserving judgment on this from the Ashes era because I didn't want to jump the gun and be like, oh, it sucks, or I don't know, it's not for me or something. I'm like, Uncanny X-Men is not, it's like the third or fourth book that's coming out or whatever, and I feel like, and that's the Gail Simone book. I feel like that's gonna, obviously it's got the uncanny adjective. That means it's the flagship kind of title. I didn't absolutely love the Jed McKay book, just adjectiveless X-Men. It was fine. It wasn't enough to like, I'm not saying it couldn't become amazing. It could. It very much has potential, but like just in that issue, I was like, okay, I still miss Krakoa. Is this what we gave up Krakoa for, kind of thing? Uncanny X-Men #1 came out, and I gotta admit, I was waiting on this to make up my mind on post Krakoa. In one issue, Gail Simone has shown me I never should have been worried. This book reminds me of the best of Claremont, but with the charm and warmth of Gail. One issue, and she shows she will go down as one of the greatest writers of these characters I've loved since I was 10. One issue told me more than I thought it could. And this is the important thing here that I cough. No, this is important. Everything that Jonathan Hickman did for X-Men lore in House of X, #1, he completely just like brought out the greatest parts of it, of and then added his own thing to it. Like Gail did that for these characters' hearts and their souls, their characterization, whatever you want to call it. Like the Gail did that for characters in this book. And I couldn't fucking believe it, man. Like I couldn't fucking, like, there's, somebody in Discord said today, they're like, it was the worst one so far. It wasn't terrible. It was not the best one so far because it was a bunch of random stuff happening, and I'm like, okay, I guess I see what you're saying. Like, yes, the things that happened seemed to not be related, but what was happening was not, it wasn't like she just didn't know how to do a plot. The plot was these three core X-Men that all three of them could in some ways, especially Rogue and Wolverine, be considered, kind of like the heart and soul of the X-Men. They are trying to figure things out, and they get together, and they're kind of just like every incident that they ended up, encountering was informing how they're going to go forward. And it's a day in the life, and it's not, that's what reminded me of Claremont. Some of the best of Claremont, right? Like was just like some mutants hanging out at a mall or whatever, like just not doing, completely insane mutant shit But they're dealing with the pain and the trauma of Krakoa, which is important. You know what I mean? You can't act like the shit didn't happen and it wasn't a big deal. It was a huge fucking deal. Yeah, there's a scene that had me tearing up, man. Like, no shit. It's fucking it's beautiful. It's a beautiful issue. It's fucking great. It's anyway, I'll continue reading. So yeah, everything Hickman did for X-Men lore in House of X #1, Simone does for the hearts of these characters. Wolverine is my favorite superhero and always has been. Gail shows perfectly why that remains true 30 years later. As a kid, it was the claws and the attitude that drew me to him. These days, it's his love for his friends, his family, and the wisdom he has fought so hard for and freely shares with others. It's shown here more than maybe ever. And yet, when the time comes for Logan to drop onto a dragon and teach it some manners, that 10-year-old is satisfied as well. Because, holy shit, David Marquez Wolverine is fucking... Here, just look. That's fucking amazing. Like, I don't know, man. I didn't think Wolverine could be drawn, and it's really subtle too, but it's like, it's got me excited again. You know what I mean? Anyway. So yeah, I can't wait to see how this run plays out. And I'm all on board, even if every other title ends up not being so great or something like that, which I don't think that's going to happen. I'm really excited to see what Mark Russell does with X Factor. But yeah, then I'm sure this book is going to be great, and I believe that she's going to end up going down as one of the great X-Men writers. I think that she's kind of been waiting to do this for a long time, and it's really good that she I guess it was Brevoort that made the call. He's been getting a lot of shit lately, some of it very deserved, but if he made this call, good job. Yeah. That's what's up. Oh yeah, see, you've got the character from literally the best comic of the year. I think most people that have read it would say that. Like, how good is Ultimate Spider-Man right now? Jeez, like, so from the start, how good has it been? How is it so good? But yeah, this most recent issue of Ultimate Spider-Man was fucking incredible. Anyway, you guys should like and subscribe and stuff like that. Do you remember at the start of the year? See if you guys remember. I said I was going to do a thing all year long. Said I was going to do a year of the bub. And I got sidetracked. I didn't continue working on my video essay that I will do. I will complete it. Well, I mean, Zeb Wells is off the book now, is what I heard. I don't know the details, but he's going to be off of it soon, right? Anyway, where's the bub, right? Like, he's always kind of like around. Well, I finally saw Wolverine 9, or as some weird people call it, Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know. I feel like Deadpool's kind of a sidekick in this movie. I don't know why he gets to have his name in the title. But so it's Wolverine 9 is, I think, the accurate title, or Wolverine if you want to stylize it. Thanks to Bob of the Old Ways for that one. But it's time, man. It's time we get back to the bub. Feeling pretty good about things in general. We'll talk about some of that tonight, because yeah, it's gonna be a tonight stream. There's gonna be some drama. There's gonna be some shit talking. I don't know. I've only read a few issues of it. It's like, it didn't seem like a big deal to me, but like, I guess that the thing is that if you're expecting Peter and Mary Jane to get back together, that I can see how this run would be fucking with you. But I don't know. I don't think it's like the worst run ever or anything like that. But it does seem kind of like he's been fucking with those people, and maybe he was doing that because he knew they were going to get what they wanted out of Ultimate Spider-Man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not on board fully with the Mary Jane and Peter need to be married thing. I'm a weirdo like that. I think that it made sense to separate them. Quesada's choice to do that. I don't like the way he did it, obviously. The fucking One More Day it's pretty ass. Stupid way to do it. But I get the reasoning for it. And I do think it makes him a more compelling character to not have a supermodel fucking wife. Unless you're doing it the way that they did it and Hickman's doing it in Ultimate, right? Nonetheless. So I don't get all that stuff. I don't get on board with it. I've had some people get mad at me for not agreeing with that before. Hey, what are we talking about Spider-Man for, man? What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on. You know what time it is? You know what fucking time it is? You know what time it is, right?
No cap.
What?
Did I call you Logan, Weapon X?
No, Wolverine. Snickty, snoring.
What he's doing is imitating Wolverine's berserker attack with his adamantium claws.
I am soaking wet right now. Let's fucking go.
How long I've been waiting for this.
That's what's up. I had to. I was inspired. I was. I haven't edited a thing together that I was like just inspired, compelled to do in quite a while. I still edit stuff all the time just because I'm like, oh, that's a fun idea. I'll do that. But it's not like I'm not like hyped about it. I was hyped to put something together once I watched that movie finally. Because it's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking good. All right, so you know what we're gonna do actually? I need to check in on something. While I'm doing that, I would like to present a video to you, the viewer watching. Yes, you. Okay, so you may have seen some stuff going down on the old Twitters the other day with, and we talked about it here on the initiative, Shillcast on all the channels, and other people talked about it. Plenty of people have talked about this. Including the person who we're going to take a look at a few minutes of their video right now, just because I want to make sure that you guys are acquainted with this person. So here we go. This is
All right. Let's get this little party started. Oh, I don't want to be on this account, do I? I don't want to.
Oh, that's the wrong damn video. My bad. I'm a dummy. Hey, there you are, man. How's it going? Hope things are going well. I know, right? You know, there's some stuff out there. There's Sean Levy, the writer-director, has been on the podcast, and he kind of has been talking about the behind the scenes of the movie and stuff. You know, and he talks about like how hard they had to work to get the cowl to work, and then but they really once they got it working, he couldn't stop shooting it as far as like he wanted it from every angle. You know, pretty cool. Awesome. Any secrets you can reveal? Anything on the docket that we should be excited about? There we go. Get rid of that Spider-Man out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Spider-Man. Yes, it is. It is. You know, my milkshake brings all the great creators to the. All right, so I kind of fucked that one up. I was trying to show you an Edger Than Now video, and instead I accidentally pulled up the stream. Kind of dumb. Kind of dumb, guys. But what I wanted to look at was this comment from Richard Pace. 4th arc of Second Coming, and the next with a project on Zoop. Oh. Launching October 1st. Hell yeah. Yeah. So how was that, Bob? Are you? I guess you're probably working. You can't hop on or anything. But like, just tell me briefly. I guess, is it worth my time? Because I was just about to go check out their dumb stream. Oh, so not a with project, a witch project. Gotcha. Yeah, the Smud Boys are there's something special, man. And I, you know, if you want to take that in like the ableist way you can. I didn't mean it that way, but like, I'm not going to argue with you if you accept it that way. You know, they're really, really. So, anyway, let's see what so we'll said about it here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not supposed to do this. This is really rude to like look at my messages while I'm on stream, but. Their super chatter is named just like the N word, but not the N word, like how you've written it here. You just actual N word. Jesus. Plug. Yeah, I can pull that up here. You know, I didn't even have my keyboard on the fucking desk yet. I'm so behind the times. They actually think Turf's video was made by Grayson. Did anybody go to Turf's channel and show them the video on Turf's channel that actually shows that it's Turf's? Anybody try that at all? Favorite moment from Wolverine? Ah, man. I mean, look, the moment that had me, you know, teary-eyed. It's so fucking nerdy to admit this, but like, dude, I was crying when he pulled his mask on. Basically, the next several minutes after he pulled his mask on, I was just like, I can't fucking believe it finally happened. I can't fucking believe it. You know, it was I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know that I wanted to see it that bad. I really didn't. Like, I mean, of course I did want to see it, but like, I'd long ago just been like, that's fine, whatever, you know, no mask, okay. So yeah, to see him pull it on, and then like, you know, like somebody was saying that they recognized like almost all the Deadpools that they were fighting or whatever, and I was like, I mean, I guess I saw a couple of them or whatever, but like I wasn't really paying attention to the Deadpools. I was just like eyes on Hugh Jackman the whole time, and like there's a couple of spots where he kind of went off screen for a second. I was like, what? Where'd he go? Where'd he... Hey, it's this guy, this person. Sorry. I didn't mean it in a gendered way. Wait, who are you talking about? Smudcast or whatever? Because they're always making dumb fucking decisions and saying dumb shit and being dumb. You know, that might be I mean, I guess it's not really a fat cast, but that would be a good stream discussion just to kind of like or maybe even like an scripted edited video of like the interplay between comics and film over the years and how they've kind of like back and forth. I mean, everything from Superman lore was greatly changed because of the Donner Reeve movies in the comics. You know, and then I mean, there's been a lot of it. I did too. I fucking cried. What is up with that? I didn't think I was that big of a nerd, but I guess I am. Radio show. Yeah, because wasn't that Kryptonite that came out of the radio show? I mean, Spider-Man got organic web shooters in the comics for a while. Guys, I don't know if you remember that, but like he legit fucking had organic web shooters because of the movie. It's crazy. Crazy.
Said, Eric, what are the plans for the Rippaverse when Daddy Glenn shuts the money hose off because of diminishing returns?
Give me the damn money, Glenn. Give me the damn money, Glenn.
So how much does Glenn Beck pay you?
Glenn Beck doesn't pay me. Glenn Beck doesn't own Blaze anymore.
So how much? So how much does the Blaze pay you?
Blaze doesn't pay me that much. I'm only a video contributor. I only show up every like once or twice at the most a week.
I mean, you got your picture. You got your picture on the wall. You must do something for him.
We need the Glenn bucks.
Oh yeah, give us the Glenn bucks.
Come on.
Man. Damn, where is it at?
Give us the Glenn bucks, right? Hey, if you give me some Glenn bucks, I'll shut up about, you know, the whole Glenn bucks situation that y'all got going on. I'll stop talking about it if you pay me. I'm not above that. It did give us the best Scarlet Spider run. Okay. I guess, I mean, I didn't really read much Spider-Man back when that was going on. So, nah. If you've seen my Spider-Man video, the one I made with the Questing Refuge a couple of years ago about anxiety and Spider-Man's powers and stuff, you know my feelings on fucking organic web shooters, all right? You're my everything. Him flying, that was also from the radio show? That's crazy. Wild. Weird, wild stuff. See what we got here.
We went to see Deadpool and we left probably about 25-30 minutes into it. It is disgusting. It is so against the Lord. They are blaspheming our creator and you should not see it. Do not spend money on it. It is not worth anything. The fact that it has beat all of the MCU movies out blows me away, and it blows me away that people were bringing their children into it. But we left.
Well, hey, dumbass, why did you bring your kids to it? You know? Maybe. And then Star Wars used that too. I guess I always assumed that that was you know, I don't know, that was the what you call it? Fucking sorry, I got distracted. Somebody's talking about the fucking cameos of Wolverine. I mean, no, nothing against you, Mike Tendo Power, because yeah, man, like holy shit. I did not like. I thought that I was pretty much spoiled on all of the cool surprises, and I was on a few of them, several of them. I did not know we were going to get Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. Spoiler alert. I didn't know we were going to get Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. I didn't know. I mean, I knew about the Cavalrine I knew about Patch. Obviously, was in the trailer. Yeah. I was a little bit confused by the other Old Man Logan looking. What was with that? Right, like we already kind of had Old Man Logan, and then they introduced this other. Is that? I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, that was fucking crazy. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. And he seemed like a beast too. He like jumped across that alleyway and shit. It's older man Logan. It looked like Clint Eastwood Logan. No, I didn't. Crap. All right. Well, Morgan hasn't seen this because they hadn't shown up yet. So I'm going to go ahead and play this again while I look for that.
No cap.
What? Did I call you Logan, Weapon X?
No, Wolverine. Snickety, snoring.
What he's doing is imitating Wolverine's berserker attack with his adamantium claws.
I am soaking wet right now. Let's fucking go.
How long I've been waiting for this.
That was not comic accurate. That was forced perspective Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Okay. A comic accurate Wolverine couldn't still work. That looked so wrong because we know Hugh Jackman is too tall. To be like that is just forced perspective. You know, I don't know if they like removed some length in his legs or something too, but like it was done. They better not be trying to do that to like get us to make us believe that it's impossible to have a appropriate comic accurate Wolverine, because I'll fucking riot, you know, just by myself. I love that too. I mean, just looking at the costume though, it doesn't look as good on Hugh. I don't think, you know, maybe they could have, if they would have, you know, prioritized it, they could have had him wearing that. But, you know, somebody in Discord pointed out, because I was like, why did they choose the not that I hated or anything, but like, why did they choose the yellow one? Is that like, that's the one that they need to put him in. He's been in the brown and tan for last 5 years, Unkrakoa. But yeah, I guess it's because of the cartoon, right? It's the animated series. That's what he wore up until the last couple episodes of this 97. All right, so I've got some concept art here. Ooh, fuck. Holy fuck. So, initially, the only variants in the movie were Short King Wolverine, that's his official name, I guess, Short King, Patch, and the Cavalrine. Fortunately, that changed during last year's strikes. We had a storyboard artist find us like 10 more Wolverines. We were like, if we're going to do it now, let's go deep cut. Like if you're playing one dude in the audience, who knows that one insert on that comic, let's do that. But we ended up finding Old Man Logan, the crucifixion. Oh my god, dude, holy shit, that was fucking what was that? You know, I mean, I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. My girlfriend was like, "What is that?" And I was like, I don't remember the issue number, but because I didn't. But like, it's a issue of X-Men, Uncanny X-Men. I think isn't that how he meets Jubilee? She finds him or something like that. The Reavers left him there, I believe. Is that correct? Anybody? Anybody? Anyway, yeah. No, yeah. I mean, how could we? But like, they did it, man. That's the kind of shit that's like, you guys, you did it for me and only me. Okay. So the brown and tan, which brought out the Hulk, which we were able to do. So we built with storyboards, and then Ryan would record dialogue saying like, "That's going to need coconut oil, etc." We wove that together and felt good about it. Oh my god. Whew. Sexy stuff, man. You know what? I see it now. Like I think the yellow does make for a better movie costume. At least this first time that you have him in a costume, right? Like, this is cool as hell. It really is. But like, as far as if you're gonna get your Wolverine after 20 plus years, you're gonna finally get him in a costume, in a comic accurate costume. You want it to be colorful. I think you want to choose the colorful one, right? Yeah. It just looks neat. Oh, come on. So Sean Levy, meanwhile, has posted some official behind-the-scenes photos of the Deadpool core. Jackman and Ryan Reynolds as Nice Pool are front and center, though they're flanked by the likes of Kid Pool, Lady Pool, Cowboy Pool, and Welsh Pool. Finally, Reynolds has shared yet another TV spot, which puts the spotlight on the Easter eggs in Happy Hogan's office, and Gambit's now viral. Ooh, I'm about to make my name for myself here. Scene. Do you think they're actually? I don't think they're actually going to have Cavill do it, though, right? I don't feel like that's what they were trying to say. I mean, I would love. I hope it seems like they are going to keep Daphne Keane, because, you know, I definitely didn't expect her to be brought over, you know, with them. So when like at the end, whenever she's sitting there at the table with them, I made me pretty happy. Really? I didn't think they were taking it that seriously. That's crazy. I mean, I kind of look. I feel like these Brits come over here and they take our superheroes. Okay. I know it's a really silly, irrational thing to be against, but like, and I'm not against it on principle, but just like, how many more? How many more? They got Superman, you know? They got Spider-Man. Yeah, but that's just because I don't feel like he has the range that I would want from Wolverine, to be honest with you. That's just me. I feel like his I don't feel like he has an unrestrained kind of fucking unhinged berserker mode that I would buy. Maybe I just haven't seen it in anything yet. Like, I like Henry Cavill; he's really good. It's not a you know, the wild side of Wolverine is not something that I feel he's gonna like. He can do the kind of grumbly, you know, stoic, angry, you know, but like really unhinged, fucking berserk. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, look, I'll take it. Whatever. But I was also really hoping that they would go for somebody smaller. Sue me. I do want comic accurate, except not forced perspective Hugh Jackman comic accurate. Okay, so I saw some conversation happening. I saw a video about it actually. People are there's some people that think that Gambit's accent was bad. It wasn't. It's very, very accurate. I mean, I'm from the deep South. I lived in Louisiana for a few years, so I've known Cajun folks. I know what it sounds like. No, the accent was pretty spot on. The thing that people are hearing that sounds off is Channing Tatum's not a very great actor. Sorry. He's just not. Like, he's always just come off to me like a dude reading lines. That, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what you're hearing. It's not the dialect. It's just Channing Tatum, you know? I mean, I like the guy too. He's fucking hilarious. I mean, it's over the top, but it's not. I mean, honestly, it really wasn't that over the top. There was a couple of times whenever he was like, it was very clear they were wanting him to kind of jumble his words up together, you know, like speaks too fast to understand. But like, if you've never heard a legit deep, you know, South Louisiana Bayou Cajun before, it's not that much different. It's really not. Charming Taint Man. Yeah. What was that from? I feel like there's some joke in something where somebody called him Charming Taint Man. Oh, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Got it. Yep. They're like, who's this Charming Taint Man? It was Charlie, because he can't read. Okay. All right, that's about all I got, guys. You know, I didn't have a lot to talk about today, but I'll tell you what we're going to talk about tonight. I think we might have to make fun of these smud fuckers. Like, I mean, these people apparently have I'm persona non grata to the Smudcast or Smud Boy or whatever. I don't even understand why. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. They won't speak to me. They you know, but they will make videos about somebody like Edgier Than Now. I guess they did a couple of I think videos responding to Edgier Than Now, and they're really bad. The one that I saw was really bad. No, yeah, I actually do like Channing Tatum now. Like, when I first saw him was in the G.I. Joe movie, the original one, and I hated him. I was like, this guy is terrible. He should never be in anything again. But yeah. Then I think it was obviously probably 21 Jump Street that really won me over with him. Oh no. And I was thinking about kind of being like pretending I'm Gallagher tonight. You know? You guys know about Gallagher? Remember Gallagher? Kind of in a Gallagher mood. I want to kind of just feel like I need to smash some melons. Saggy melons, to be specific. But I might not, because like I didn't realize that she's only got like 2,000 subscribers, dude. Like I thought, I could have sworn that she'd like had some channel that was larger than mine or whatever. But no, just a couple thousand. That's pretty sad. Like considering the fact that she's like all into the drama bullshit, and she's just like, you know, willing to take whatever position depending on whose fucking show she's on or whatever. Like she's runs defense for fucking guys like you know, all the chuds in the Fandom Menace. You know, they're not gonna fuck her, but apparently, you know, I was gonna get real low class was what I was thinking about doing tonight. Just like real low class, just talking mad shit. Because, you know, she pops her fucking fat head out to you know, repeat fucking bullshit narratives that I guess she's just decided she's gonna hold on to and keep repeating whenever I come up, I guess. You know, a bullshit narrative that's not only bullshit and, you know, it doesn't really have any effect on me. What it does is it has an effect on kids, and she makes it, you know, she contributes to environments that and conditions that make it more likely kids are going to get hurt by predators. And she thinks that she's doing the opposite. Well, actually, I don't think she cares. Honestly, she's just a fucking drama whore. That's all it is. You know, yep. I said the W word. My bad. I don't like to use that kind of language about women, but, you know. The brother was, the other one wasn't. I don't know. No, I mean, he actually kind of was, now that I think about it. If you listen to Carrot Tops tell his story about his experiences with Gallagher was kind of a piece of shit, you know, like he was addicted to Carrot Top, even though he wanted Carrot Top's admiration, you know, but he would treat him like shit. It was very abusive kind of thing. No. Yeah, maybe I'll take out my fucking melons frustration on yeah, she's a Snyder fan. I mean, she's a fucking geek. Like, she legit, we got in a fucking fight one time on Jarbo stream because she was saying that like Jeremy Griggs and Gary and stuff, they're not bad guys, they're cool guys or whatever. And I was like, that's not fucking possible. I don't care if they sign off at the end of the day and they go fucking, you know, wash dishes at the homeless shelter and fucking, you know, massage the feet of I don't know, immigrants as they welcome them into the country. Like, I don't know, whatever they fucking do, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make up for the shit that they do on their fucking platforms. I don't, you know, so you kind of have to be a stupid piece of shit to think that they can possibly be good people, or you just have no fucking morals, which I think is both of those things are true in her case. How do you have a channel for 16 fucking years and only have like 2,300 subscribers, man? It's fucking pathetic. No, apparently Carrot Top's a really nice guy and stuff, but it was like I'm trying to remember. It was on I think it was, what's his name, Neil Brennan's podcast that I think he was telling these stories. It's just weird, right? Like he's a and I don't, you know, never mind. I'm not going to start talking about Carrot Top's aesthetic, but like, yeah, I mean, she's a total pick-me because you know, just in a couple of different ways, but she's just like, you know, she may be I don't know if she's like black or what, but like she's just pure white trash. I know that. It's I've known people like her. I grew up around people like her. Had people in my family like her, and they're, you know, it's like she has the mentality of a 15-year-old girl who just never grew up into the 40-year-old woman that she is now or whatever. It's sad. Okay, that's enough about her. I smashed them melons already. I'm fine. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I don't want to give her any more attention. Like, she might see this and then use that to try to fucking mine some drama with me, and she, you know, whatever. Not gonna fucking do that. But I will say this. You know what I found out? Do you guys know? Have you guys seen that fucking that H-Bomber guy video about Tommy Tallarico and the Amico in television? Please tell me somebody's seen that video. You know, it started with the Roblox.oof audio file, right? Okay. She was all up in the fucking defender squad of that shit. You can look her up. You can search Google. It's everywhere. That's mainly what you'll find about her is that she was just like running defense for Tommy Tallarico and fucking there's, you know what I got? Check this out. I'm glad you guys have seen it. I got this one thing I'm going to play. Okay. It's a little, very brief clip. And she just gives away the fact that she was part of this group of influencers that would get on Google calls with him, Google Hangout calls with him, and he would basically just assign the narrative of the day or whatever the fuck, and they'd go out in the world and fucking propagate his fucking bullshit. So, like, she literally can't help herself but be, you know, supportive of grifters and pieces of shit like Tommy Tallarico and Jeremy Griggs and stuff. Let me see. Woo, I'm about to make myself name for myself. I can't do it. Woo, I'm about to make my it's a fucking tongue twister for some reason. I'm about to make a name for myself here. Here we go. Yeah, I think she was definitely a defender of him too, I believe. Pretty sure. Check this out.
Amico backwards.
Sema Vision. I don't know who that is though.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's Amico backwards.
Saggy Melons admits that ex-CEO Tommy Tallarico has Google Hangout calls with YouTube influencers who walk them through public relation posts before they go public. This includes the most recent SEC document. Let's listen now.
I'm here, right? For the haters who gotta come here, let me just inform you that not only did Smash JT know about that SEC file way before everyone else did, because we were all in a friggin' Google Hangout call with Jeff while Tommy was explaining to us what was going to happen when this went public, and explained to us literally for 2 hours or so, literally 75 pages, all 75 pages, Smash JT was there, and it was broken down to him with the rest of us to explain what it was and everything. And Smash JT was there, and he didn't say shit. He didn't say a goddamn thing.
This just gets crazier every day. Good entertainment, better than a reality TV show.
Well, I mean, she can't talk shit anyway. Like, she's got nothing on me. The only thing she has is that she piggybacked on a fucking drama grift that Nerdettes Newsstand wanted to do against me, because Nerdettes Newsstand got pissed that I said that I have superior morals than her. I mean, but I do. Most people do. Nerdettes Newsstand, you know, I don't know what her fucking deal was. She's just all back and forth all over the place, depending on which way the wind blows or where the grift blows, I guess. But like, no, they never had anything on me. You know, they fucking Nerdette went on Organized Chaos's stream, fucking bombarded him, thought it was going to be a conversation. Turned out she wanted to basically debate, but really just like hold him to account for a bunch of shit about me, that either was accurate or wasn't. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, their whole thing is this. This is their whole thing, just to kind of get it out there so nobody thinks that I'm trying to fucking hide from any bullshit, right? in the mission statement, the initiative's mission statement, that's me and Turf and Bob, we worked on it, and we all were in there talking together and shit. I edited the thing, okay? And at one point, I came to I wanted to have several headlines about the same topic on screen. And I think it was about the alt-right or whatever, and political violence, white nationalism, something like that, right? And so I wasn't very particular, but I didn't, so I found several different sources, screenshotted some headlines, and had them up on screen. Just to kind of, it's a visual point that I'm trying to make. You know what I mean? Like, look at all these people talking about this. I did not source what I was talking about from, I don't think, any of the things that I threw up on screen, because, I've sourced it from other places previously. That was just in the moment. I'm like, oh, I'm Google. Oh, there's somebody talking about it. Screenshot. There's somebody talking about it. Screenshot. Apparently, one of them was a writer by the name of Noah Berlatsky, who is apparently a piece of shit. Okay, like, so the information that I used was not from his article. I didn't even know his name, really. I didn't know who it was whenever it was brought up on Bob's stream, but it was brought up by Nerdette's Newsstand, and we're both just like, and I look it up and I'm like, oh, okay, because apparently he's friendly or something with some organization that's fucking not good, man. And that's all they got. That's what they got. They think that because I used that screenshot of that headline that happened to be by this guy that I had no fucking idea who it was, that I must be cool with fucking grooming kids. That's it. That's the shit they're repeating. They fucking somebody reached out to Edgier Than Thou about that shit, trying to make sure that people know what I am, what I'm about. It was like, oh God, I used a fucking screenshot of a headline with a fucking writer that I didn't know anything about. I didn't know anything about any of the other writers too. They could all be fucking Satan worshiping fucking, that'd be kind of cool actually. But that's it. And they take that and they run so fucking far with it because they know that bringing up CSA will stop any decent person in their tracks. Any decent person is going to go, wait, what? Who? And kind of question, like, what's going on here? Wait a second, what? Right? They know that, and it's really fucking disgusting that people do that shit based on that. I'm a survivor of CSA. I've worked through that shit, so it doesn't really have a literal effect on me. It doesn't bring up my fucking trauma or anything like that. But what it does is it pisses me off because I do care about this not happening to people as much as possible, to kids as much as possible. And for people like them to take it that unseriously and use it for their fucking content, use it for fucking clicks because they have no fucking talent. They have no fucking skill. They have no fucking perspective or anything valid to say, nothing valuable to say, nothing anybody wants to fucking hear. So they resort to that shit. They're scum. They're fucking there's fucking CSA people who commit CSA. They're fucking down at the bottom. Not too far above them are people like fucking Saggy Melons and Nerdette's Newsstand. Not too far. All right. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, she was fucking totally collecting super chats. Vic Stan. Yeah, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about that, but everything that I've looked into seems that he's a huge piece of shit. Big old turd. Yeah, I mean, never forget that, like, the first time I ever encountered Nerdette was she was in my comments running defense for EVS. Before eventually she got burned by him. And this is the kind of person this is, right? Like, this is how they are. They don't have morals. They don't have any fucking, values or anything because, like, she's fine with being with all the shit Comicsgate does and has done, the doxing, the harassing, the shittiness, stuff like that. It's fine when it's anybody else, right? But then it happens to her. Then she's like, oh, Comicsgate, Eve and Skyver are so bad. if you didn't fucking already think that, then you're just a fucking self-serving piece of shit. And Saggy Melons only has like 2,300 fucking subscribers on her channel. Yep. I'm gonna start dropping that drop every time I do something awesome. It's just gonna be nonstop drops. Nonstop drops. All right. Anybody want to hear that again? That Tellerico clip, just to make sure you heard it? I don't know. Did you confirm everything you needed to confirm there? Hey, what is this about, actually? Yes. Yes. You know what? There's been some shit that's been coming up with the online left, and I don't really want to get into it, actually. Because there's not all the facts are known and stuff like that, but it's just, it sucks, man. It sucks to see people going at each other, and maybe it's valid, maybe it's not. I don't know. You know, it does seem like, you know what, I'm not going to weigh in on it. It's just really it's crazy that it's all happening so fast is really what it is. There's no time to get your bearings on this one lefty streamer that's being accused of some shit before then somebody that, you know, else is coming up or whatever. And I just hope that anybody that has been wronged or harmed in those situations is, you know, prioritized. And I hope that people are doing whatever they're doing. If they're calling somebody out or trying to, you know, get them to be accountable, that they're doing it for the right reasons, and that they're being thorough with their research. That's what I'll say. Run it back. All right.
Amico backwards.
Yeah, that's Amico backwards.
Admits that ex-CEO Tommy Tularko has Google Hangout calls with YouTube influencers who walk them through public relation posts before they go public. This includes the most recent SEC document. Let's listen now.
I'm here, right? For the haters who gotta come here, let me just inform you that not only did Smash JT know about that SEC file way before everyone else did, because we were all in a freaking Google Hangout call with Jeff while Tommy was explaining to us what was going to happen when this went public, and explained to us literally for 2 hours or so, literally 75 pages, all 75 pages, Smash JT was there, and it was broken down to him with the rest of us to explain what it was and everything. And Smash JT was there, and he didn't say shit. He didn't say a goddamn thing.
This just gets crazier every day. Good entertainment, better than a reality TV show.
Apparently, MAGA is turning on Joe Rogan now because he's abandoned Trump. That's cool. That's cool. BreadTube was a mistake. It's really more like considering BreadTube a real thing was a mistake, I think. You know, like BreadTube wasn't really a thing. It was just a colloquial term to refer to a bunch of unrelated people. You know, just basically the only group of people on YouTube at the time who were willing to be like, actually, SJW doesn't mean anything. And it's actually, you know, you're actually kind of being a little bit of a bigot. Like, that's pretty much what BreadTube was. Oh, you're talking about the subreddit. Okay. You want to talk about those things I just mentioned about Rogan, about MAGA and RFK? You know, fuck RFK, man. Like, if you guys want to know how big of a piece of shit RFK Jr. is, listen to Behind the Bastards, the recent episodes. I think there's 2 or 3 episode parts. Can't talk. About him, and he is a huge fucking piece of shit. Can you believe it? Yeah, you can believe it. You know, and I'm not even talking about like eating a dog, because apparently he did that. I'm talking about how he's responsible for the deaths of 80 children. That's true. You want to do it Sunday? Okay. I guess that's what we fapping Sunday. What is it, the 18th that you want to do your yeah, okay. Hey guys, be sure to show up to the Fapcast on the 18th if nothing else. It's gonna be fun, I think. Trying to find a channel. Did you guys see that Pillar of Garbage is going full on Chud now? Pillar of Garbage's new video is about it's about a goddamn about how the concept of a anchor being is it's whack. And I haven't watched the video yet, but I kind of feel like I would agree. I mean, you know, Pillar of Garbage is the only influencer I listen to, so I'll be influenced, I'm sure. Oh God, they accused Kyle Rittenhouse of being trans. This literally just that's just the thing that they do now, right? That's all they do. Oh my God. Everybody I don't like's a commie. Everybody I don't like's a socialist. Everybody I don't like's an Antifa. Everybody I don't like's a tran, right? Oh my God. These people, they need help, dude. Like legitimately they need help, but they need to just not be, you know, all up like to roam freely in society, I think is more than it's gonna be part of Sunday. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to show this video that I meant to show earlier, now that I actually have it downloaded. That's amazing. That makes me so happy. Do you notice how, like, when these people, when things aren't going their way, they're so fucking quick to just fucking turn on each other. Okay, here we go.
You can't criticize Nerdrotic. It's not allowed. Should you try to criticize Nerdrotic or any of his associates, you will quickly learn this fact, that it does not matter the words you use or the angle you take. Nerdrotic is above criticism. We've known this for some time, but it has once again become apparent in the wake of a devastating attack in the form of a short Twitter thread that says some mean things about Gary, I guess. Quickly, Nerdrotic's fans snapped to attention, ready to fight for his honor at a moment's notice, and in so doing, revealed some very interesting cognitive tricks they employ to make meaningful criticism impossible to levy. Let's look at a few of them. Trick number 1, the jealousy gambit.
Okay, so for the rest of this stream, I'm primarily just going to show parts of, you know, like the first bit of a couple of different videos. and strongly suggest that if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to these channels, that you do so. First up, obviously, is going to be this one, Edgier Than Now. And then I've got a video from Bob of the Old Ways about, what's this guy's name? Toothy McRotten? I don't know. Yeah, Disparu. Right now, I'm going to go to the restroom and grab myself something to eat. So this will be playing for a few minutes. Please, while it's playing, right-click down there where it says Edgier Than Now's name in the description. Go over there, subscribe, leave a comment whatever. But yeah, good content. And actually, I don't want to say that this to sound like I'm insulting any of their older content, but like getting even better, and that's not an insult. It's not to say anything negative about their content prior, but like, it seems like every time I watch a video of Edgier Than Now, it's like just somehow better.
One of the most common tactics, and perhaps the most ironic, anyone who makes an effort to criticize the work of Nerdrotic & Co. can instantly be labeled jealous.
But oh, now that Gary has 1 million subscribers, suddenly Gary has to be hated, because it's not about his opinions. That's not the problem. It's about the fact that too many people agree with his opinions, so therefore he's a problem. 90% of hate that goes on social media and YouTube is all due to jealousy. It's all because people are jealous.
You're mad that no longer everyone agrees with you about these dog shit movies, and you need somebody to blame.
You can't be critical of Gary's opinions. You must instead be jealous of his success. No specific reason is ever given for why this label is applied, because no reason ever could be given that would not instantly render these men the subject of endless mockery. These men whose entire success is predicated on outrage over people more successful than they. A Twitter user can be labeled envious for making a single tweet about Gary, meanwhile Gary is in the process of uploading his 19th video on Brie Larson, presumably because he's jealous of her numerous film roles and superior acting skills. Seriously, if you haven't seen her in Room, holy shit, go watch it now. Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers has uploaded 7 videos on Mr. Beast in the last month. A combined 87 minutes of his life, he's dedicated to criticizing a YouTuber 780 times his size. Let's see here, complaining about Mr. Beast, complaining about Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, sort of complaining about Dr. Disrespect, complaining about Mr. Beast, complaining about Mr. Beast, complaining about Mr. Beast, let's see here, complaining about the Gladiator, complaining about Acolyte, or the Acolyte, I don't know, whatever, complaining about the Acolyte, complaining about Mr. Beast, complaining about Dr. Disrespect, complaining about the Acolyte. 90% of the hate on the internet is because of jealousy. But, like, not us. But not me. Like, I'm not jealous. It's just you guys. You guys are jealous. I'm not jealous. And that was the thing that got me about the fucking Critical Drinker tweet, too, is that this man complains constantly about how writers are getting better work and how other writers that he doesn't like are seeing success in the film industry.
To understand how this film went wrong, I decided to find out a bit more about the people behind it, like director Kate Shortland, who I looked up online and found fuck all. In the past 20 years, she's directed a grand total of 3 obscure low-budget movies that I've never heard of. Why the fuck is someone like this directing a $200 million action flick?
Not a great plan.
But what about the writing team, you may ask? Well, Jacqueline Schaefer did WandaVision, which kind of explains the very shaky morality here, and she's got an uncredited rewrite for Captain Marvel. Meanwhile, Eric Pearson co-wrote Thor Ragnarok with the help of 2 other people, and that's it.
Are you serious?
So basically this film was made by writers and directors with no meaningful accomplishments to their names.
Maybe there's a little hint of something there, but no, I'm not jealous. You're jealous, I'm not jealous. I'm pretty sure that the Critical Drinker is jealous of all of these Hollywood writers that are more successful than him. He's jealous that nobody gives a shit about his writing and only cares about him for his outrage. If only there was something he could do to fix that. Trick number 2. The beta male. Another weirdly common one, and perhaps the most ironic, anyone who criticizes people in this sphere can be labeled beta males by the man who takes so little pride in his work that he's used the exact same shitty reaction photo in his thumbnail in every single video for the last month. 59 videos, by the way. I'm sure the quality is fantastic. You're being called a beta by the men whose job is sitting in a gamer chair and yelling about cartoon characters.
Clearly you're upset because too many people disagree with you because you're hiding comments because you're a weak, pathetic beta male.
You're a YouTuber, Jeremy. You make YouTube videos from the comfort of your office. Your job is podcasting. Trick number 3, mental illness. A tactic repeated numerous times by Jeremy Griggs, and perhaps the most ironic, accusations of mental illness are an easy way to silence criticism while saying nothing of value and knowing zero facts about mental illness. According to Jeremy, having a part of speech he doesn't like in your bio and disliking a YouTuber he likes are both evidence that you are afflicted with a diagnosable condition.
This is a case of mental illness because the person that is talking about Gary has pronouns in bio, and as we all know, red flag there, pronouns in bio, check. Hiding comments, check. Hates Gary, check. 100% makes sense.
In fact, he repeats this so often, I'm convinced he actually thinks he's onto something here.
These crazy fucks that have pronouns in their bio and they're mentally ill people are very triggered by Gary. You're either very jealous that Gary is getting more attention than you, or you're just mentally ill.
What he doesn't seem to realize is that his obsession with other people's mental health is a clear symptom of hyperactive oversensitivity disorder, or noxophoria, a condition that I just made up because apparently in anti-woke fantasy land, mental health disorders are not important medical diagnoses, they're epic dunks you can use to own the libs. With the added bonus that every time you accuse a random person of being mentally unwell for having pronouns, a psychologist jumps off a bridge. Yeah, it's not cool to be a moron. It's weird that Jeremy thinks that's cool, right? Trick number 4, the angry voice. This is a trick, perhaps the most ironic, I harp on fairly frequently. It goes something like this. Someone disagrees with me, let's read their words in a dumb voice.
Before I focus my attention solely on this garbage, let us first focus on the attention of the explanation and what it is, what he and his little grifter friends do, explained by one of them.
Before I focus on my attention solely on this garbage, let us first focus our attention on the explanation of what he is and his little grifter friends do, explained by one of them.
Not only is this a pathetic and dishonest argumentative tactic for these based alpha chads to be utilizing, it's really easy to turn back around on them. This is my audition for the role of Jeremy Griggs in the upcoming musical Ben Shapiro Superhero. 90% of the hate that goes on online. 90% of the hate that goes on online is due to jealousy. And usually it's people that have a massive ego or people who are mentally ill. I guess I just owned Jeremy in the free marketplace of ideas. Trick number 5, weaponized illiteracy. I have to say, this is one of my favorites and perhaps the most ironic. If you don't want to contend with a person's arguments, you can just pretend you don't know basic facts. This can go hand in hand with the jealousy gambit, such as when Jeremy suggests he doesn't understand why the more subscribers a YouTuber has, the more likely they are to be criticized, because I guess math is a foreign concept.
Why do they hate Gary? I don't know. They didn't hate Gary when he had 50,000 subscribers. They didn't hate Gary when he had 75,000. They didn't hate him when he had 100,000.
First of all, yes, people did. People have criticized him throughout his entire career, so far as I'm aware. Also, that's how math works, Jeremy. That's how numbers function. The more people who see you, the more people are going to have an opinion on you. Or it can come in the form of reading words out loud and then failing to comprehend their very simple meaning.
But clearly this person doesn't have any real friends. Real friends argue all the time.
Jeremy, he never said anything even approaching friends don't argue. In fact, the concept of disagreement between friends was not introduced in this tweet at all. You materialized those words out of thin air. In the future, I might recommend reading and understanding the tweet before responding to it instead of never. And before we close out, here's a really interesting bit of dissonance that I've noticed between Ryan Kinnell's coverage of this tweet thread and Jeremy Griggs. A while back, Jeremy said something pretty embarrassing on a podcast with his friends. I'll play it here.
Every video we make, we use one little thing and then we build the narrative out of it. Don't act like that's not what we do.
I don't build a narrative. I
You
give
are an
my
absolute
opinion.
fucking.
You are hard.
What we do. You've made the same fucking video on the same topic at least 7 times a week, Ryan. And you're going to act like we don't do that.
I talk about, I talk about
says one fucking thing and we make a whole video out of it. That's what we do. I welcome to every video we make.
Anyhow, basically he just admitted that his content is not enriching and that he builds narratives out of nothing for the purpose of making money. What a silly slip-up. Here's how Jeremy covers this topic.
So this is an argument that we had on Friday Night Tights. I don't even remember the specifics about what the argument was. But every time I say the same thing that I say in this video, these crazy fucks that have pronouns in their bio and they're mentally ill, or just people that are just jealous in general, they go, he finally admitted it, ladies and gentlemen. I've literally admitted it 1,000 times. Whatever it is you think I'm admitting, I've said this 1,000 times. YouTubers do things for views. It's wild. Oh, you're selling Kraft macaroni and cheese? Well, you better not order any more Kraft macaroni and cheese, because why would you give the paying customer or the person that is interested more of what they're asking for? Why would you do that? I know it's a crazy, crazy mindset. It really is.
Notice how he doubles down, arguing that what he said was both sincere and correct. Now, here's how Ryan covers it.
Ironically, this is a clip of Jeremy, who went on this fucking rant because he didn't either wanted to talk about this or didn't want to talk about that or something. And he went on this fucking big rant on FNC. That's what we do. We talk about things. We talk about them over and over again. That's basically what he did. Jeremy kind of leaning into the meme that all these people were so upset about. And of course, people like him took it seriously.
Ryan seems to think that Jeremy was just memeing and that woke freaks took him seriously. And I just find it interesting that neither of them seem to agree on the contents of that clip. Was it 100% serious and we're stupid for thinking it's bad? Or was it a meme that we're stupid for thinking was serious? The world may never know.
Yeah, the world may never know. Subscribe to Edgier Than Now. Please, because otherwise then I'm just kind of stealing their content and not providing anything back to them. I didn't mean to be gone so long. I'm sorry. But that's not all I got for you folks. That one was about a recent discourse, but got something else. This video is called Disparu should delete his channel, which is that's a kind of cool phrase. I don't know where Bob of the Old Ways might have gotten that idea, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
People with swords. This doesn't even make any sense. She'd die. She would lay down her life for her people. She sure would. In the first pissing sword fight that she had. It is impossible to underestimate the importance of strength, weight, and size in a sword fight.
Tell me you've never touched a weapon or a woman without saying you've never touched a weapon or a woman. Have you ever noticed that the world is full of Denethors who all think they're Aragorns? Weird, huh? Hey, well met, travelers. I've been searching for a sparring partner, not for boxing or sword fighting, which are my usual things, but for rhetoric. And travelers, I have found my Wario. Today, I'll be responding to a video by Disparu called The Truth Behind Lord of the Rings Desecration. And unlike most Chud videos that complain about Rings of Power, this bit of content is actually informative and useful, not because it makes any valid points against the show, it does not, but because it opens a window into the philosophical framework that informs the entire project of anti-fan content creation.
Whoa.
As you will be able to tell when he starts talking, Disparu here fancies himself an intellectual giant, a pop culture philosopher of sorts, who has drilled down into the moral and theological bedrock of popular franchises like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, and uncovered the deep universal truths essential to telling good stories within them, and has in the process also discovered that Hollywood has an evil agenda.
What?
To undermine those truths and, I guess, turn the men of the West into quivering soy jacks with their propaganda or something.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anyway, I've linked the full video down in the description because I am not going to go through it sentence by sentence. Instead, I've watched it multiple times and made notes about some recurring themes and claims that I think are worth addressing with some substance. I'll be playing clips from it here, but they will be out of order, so I'd encourage you to go watch the full video first, if you can stomach it, to make sure that I'm not misrepresenting Disparu or taking anything out of context. Now, Disparu here's channel blew up when he started making anti-fan videos about Rings of Power around 2 years ago, even though in the earliest video about it that's on his channel, he admitted that he had not read the books.
And I was watching from the side, not because I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan, I'm a total normie, I've just seen the movies. I will be reading the books for when the series comes out, though, just so I can accurately give a proper representation of it. Something that the writers of this show probably should have done as well.
Now, it's been 2 years, so I will extend him the benefit of the doubt and assume he has read at least The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings since then. But I don't think he really understood them very well. And it's obvious that he has not yet read the rest of the Legendarium or any of the supplemental material like Tolkien's letters. It's also pretty clear that Disparu here is just a damn liar. And that's the part I want to start with. Disparu does not just attack Rings of Power in this video, he also spends a significant portion of it mocking and trashing the upcoming animated movie The Lord of the Rings.
This Bib guy is cooking. He really is. Bib, if you're out there, man, you're doing great.
The War of the Rohirrim. He frames War of the Rohirrim in the same way that he frames Rings of Power, as a travesty of feminized identity politics being forced into a franchise where it has no place, and is, in fact, an insult to the intrinsic morality of the original work. The main way he does this is by contrasting War of the Rohirrim with Peter Jackson's movie trilogy, which Disparu holds up as a flawlessly faithful adaptation of Tolkien's work and its core themes. The narrative here is that...
You guys hear that? Disparu thinks that the Jackson trilogy is just like a really faithful adaptation. That's kind of fun. That's kind of funny, man. Like, it's not. I mean, it is very faithful in a lot of ways, but it's also very not in a lot of ways, too.
War of the Rohirrim sacrifices Tolkien's original story centered around masculine virtues for one that elevates an unnamed female character because the creators of the movie are agents of Hollywood's corrupt moral crusade and want to make everything about themselves.
Yeah.
So power isn't even the only property which is falling foul for the same ideas. That without Tolkien or living a life similar to Tolkien, just being trapped in the Hollywood bubble surrounded by effeminate lunatics, it means that they can't just not comprehend Tolkien's worldview, but their entire worldview is directly contradictory to it, rather than the men being the heroes and the builders and the saviors, rather than their values and moral system being the one which needs to be at the forefront of any heroic story. You end up with Hollywood's morality replacing it, and they value very different people. You end up with War of the Rohirrim, when they had the pick of Tolkien's appendices, and well, we could have taken Helm Hammerhand, the story of the most powerful king in Rohan's history. Well, that sounds like a winning idea right there. Someone who defeated his enemies with bare fists. That would look great in an anime. Helm has a daughter, and we know she was central to the conflict that happened. Yeah, she probably caused it. And myself, especially screenwriter Phoebe, well, they were drawn to her. I see myself in her, and I can't see myself in these dangly bits, and that means I'm important. We could feel the weight of being that unnamed daughter who was completely pointless, which immediately piqued our interest. Who was she? How did she live? She's headstrong and insufferable. Rides horses and communes birds with great eagles. At no point did they think to themselves, the most useful aspect of her in this kind of world, this civilization, would be by conducting diplomacy on her back. She will need to lead her people and call on the power of a seemingly long-lost tribe of female warriors. What a selfish cow. Now we have an exceptionally great antagonist in this story. He, because we can have a villain who's a bloke, he speaks so directly to a lot of the crisis we're facing today. Because that's exactly what you want in your story, isn't it? But it just goes to show the creators of this show, the creators of War of the Rohirrim, they share nothing in common with Tolkien at all. None of this was about, well, what would Tolkien would wanted the stories to go? No, this was just Phoebe was drawn to her. I can put myself in that character. It has to be about me. Hardly the entertaining story of self-sacrifice, duty, and bravery, is it? No, instead, it's all about me.
I just want to say that, and he might make this point for all I know. Bob might. If you think that the idea of a legacy IP that has been passed on from the original creator down to new creators have been given the right to, extend on it or whatever, adapt it, whatever it is. If you think that the focus should be on doing what that original creator would do, you're essentially asking for a retread and a pale imitation. And that's really fucking bad. That's really stupid. Like, you're literally just wanting a pale imitation of what came before, because you're wanting someone to try to essentially copy or adapt this or possess the skills of the original creator or whatever. Like, if you want creators to not find something to identify with in the characters, you want a bad thing. That's bad. That's stupid and bad. You're stupid and bad. Your teeth are stupid and bad. You're stupid and bad. Like,
I'm the one that matters.
Now, those of you watching this video and not just listening to it may have already spotted the bait and switch here. Keeping the dichotomy Disparu constructed in mind between the Lord of the Rings film trilogy being the product of the creator's fidelity to Tolkien on the one hand, and War of the Rohirrim being a product of corrupt Hollywood morals on the other, take a closer look at the names in the Entertainment Weekly article he's reading from. The quote he's mocking is attributed to someone identified as Boyens. Turns out that's Philippa Boyens. You know, the same Philippa Boyens who co-wrote the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy with Peter Jackson and Fran Walsh. No. And Phoebe Gittins, the co-screenwriter of War of the Rohirrim, is Boyens' daughter.
Oh.
Philippa Boyens is serving as a producer on War of the Rohirrim, and what's more, Peter Jackson and Fran Walsh are executive producers on the project. To a significant degree, this movie is a product of the same creative minds who brought us the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy. And rather than trust in a team that has already proven they're capable of making a terrific Tolkien adaptation, Disparu pretends that the two projects have nothing to do with each other because it serves his political narrative.
I gotta disagree with you, Bib. I don't think that he's doing this because he's, it's just, like I don't think he's intentionally ignoring the fact that this is related to the. I think he just is too lazy and or stupid to realize it. So that's just my take, but I'm probably right. No, but like this fucking holy shit, dude. Like, yeah, egg. Get that egg. Get that egg off your face. Nope, put it back. I can see your teeth now. All right.
To deny it. And he actively obscures the fact from his viewers by drawing their attention away from who Boyens is and away from the fact that War of the Rohirrim is being made with Peter Jackson's active involvement.
What?
There's only one way to describe that, folks. Disparu is lying, and he knows he's lying. So much for those masculine Christian values he elevates. Now, Disparu's main gripe against War of the Rohirrim.
Yeah, let's Bob of the old ways. If you're able to come on later, I do want to talk about these. Well, first of all, we got to talk about this background noise you got going on in your audio. We'll talk about that another time. I don't know how it can help with that, but I'd like to. But I want to talk about this masculine Christian bullshit, this ideology that he's got. It's really weird and bad and dumb. All right, guys. Let's see. Subscribe to Bob of the Old Ways, man. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you except you just got that reveal done on you. You know you were impressed by that. Subscribe to the man. You know. Also, Disparu, delete your channel, dog. Delete that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Also, let me promote this again. Find it real quick somewhere. Well, first of all, I had another story that I was going to do today. Dude, David Zaslav just fucking wiped Cartoon Network off the internet. It's gone. Just fucking gone. Let's see what I can find about this. Okay, so Cartoon Network has been scrubbed from the web as Warner Brothers Discovery has pulled the entire contents of CartoonNetwork.com offline. The website now redirects visitors to a Max landing, as in, streaming platform Max, because they're just deciding to be that fucking desperate, I guess. I don't know. Pull open this fucking Variety article. I mean, look, I don't watch Cartoon Network. It's been a long time since I did. But this seems, he's made so many stupid choices, and the fact that he still gets paid and he has a job, it shows what's wrong with corporatism, because essentially, I don't know. So yeah, Cartoon Network scrubbed from the web. Warner Brothers Discovery this week pulled the entire contents offline, redirecting visitors to landing page on Max, its subscription streaming service, encouraging fans to sign up to watch their favorite Cartoon Network shows. The shuttering of the site appears to have happened Thursday, August 8th. Looking for episodes of your favorite Cartoon Network shows? Check out what's available to stream on Max. Subscription required. A pop-up message says, sign up for Max, where you can also create a kid's profile with ratings restrictions and additional privacy protections to keep it fun and kid-friendly. Cable subscribers continue to enjoy your favorite CN programming on your TV. And what this is just, it's nickel and diamond over cartoons, that have long since made their money back. And it's, it's a good look for a brand like Cartoon Network to have a place online where there's just kind of constantly, you can go watch cartoons wherever. That's a good thing to have. It creates a lot of positive, just goodwill for a company, I would think. And so to just do this, it's like, okay, you don't want the goodwill, you want the money. You want money for this. I see. You're nickel and dime now. Cool. In a statement, Cartoon Network spokesperson told Variety, we're focusing on the Cartoon Network shows and social media where we find consumers are the most engaged, and there is a meaningful potential for growth. The rep noted that on linear TV, the Cartoon Network will continue to offer 11 hours of programming from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. The site had previously offered full episodes and video clips for its roster of shows, including Adventure Time, Craig of the Creek, Amazing World of Gumball, Teen Titans Go, Steven Universe, We Bear Bears? What? And Clarets. Okay. The site also offered access to free games, including games for Teen Titans Go, Adventure Time, and Gumball. Warner Brothers Discovery's killing off of the Cartoon Network appears to be a cost-cutting move, as well as one intended to spur fans to pay up for Max. In a series of similar moves, Paramount Global, Global. Sorry, I got distracted. Earlier this summer, removed a huge trove of content from Comedy Central site and pulled the full archive of MTV News and CMT from there. Holy shit, man! Zaslav is a fucking psycho. Like, wow. Sorry. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, is he gonna just sell the shit? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I mean, you look at the fact that Batman Cape Crusader is on Prime. That's crazy to me. It's utterly bonkers that it's just it. You know what? It's kind of like similar to what Marvel did in the 90s, where they're just like, I don't know, wherever we can get money for this, let's license it or whatever. Like, it's crazy. It's craziness. Okay, crazy. How you guys feeling about Kamala's chances? Feeling pretty good? Yeah, Cape Crusader's pretty good. All right. I got kids wanting food and stuff, so I gotta get out of here. Gotta get the fuck out of here. So I got people feeling good. Hopeful. Feel good. Yeah, Zaslav is he's something, man. They said there was a faux pas at the event she had this week, but like, what happened? What, did she laugh or something? She can't be doing that. She can't be laughing. No, I'm just kidding. Ow. So I've been learning more about this Tim Walls guy. I've been trying out some slogans. How about balls to the walls? You guys like that? Balls to the walls. No? Okay. Oh, there was that. I mean, how was that a faux pas? Are you listening to lefties on the Twitter again? Because, yeah, I mean, I thought she handled it fine. Like, pro-Palestine. Well, I know, but it's a play on words, you know? It's a play on words. Or build that walls. Huh? You know, turn that shit back on them. You know? Build that walls. Elect that walls. Yeah, that's it. No, that dude he's pretty amazing. Like, he's everything that they claim to be, that they pretend to be, and then he's also progressive as hell. When they were like trying to be like, oh, tampon Tim, fucking, oh, got tampons for people so that they don't ever have to worry about it at school, and they don't ever, like, you know, well, what's it look like to you over there, low watermark? Are you like, are you buying into the oh man, this guy got tampons for people? what a weirdo. Like, how can somebody be so empathetic? There must be something going on there. You know, that's that. They could go with that. Maybe that might work, right? Like, nobody's this fucking nice, you know. Wait, what are we talking about? I don't get that reference. What, you don't think Tim Walz has ever put his foot up somebody's ass? No, he definitely hasn't. I mean, I guess. I guess. I mean, I wouldn't know what that's like. I didn't have a mom and dad like that, so. I mean, I don't know. The UK is still going, right? Ew, a humanist? Oh, he puts people first? Yuck. Who cares about people? All right. Make sure I don't have anything else. I know, man. That's, you know what? But look, they're fucking taking care of business over there, from what I understand. They're over there, you know, doing 24-hour court and shit, getting these Nazis through there. You know, U.S. may be an empire, Richard, but it's our empire. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if it's going to work. I mean, are they even going after his DUI? Because, I mean, that was kind of weird. Like, the fact that he was... Oh. Wait, I didn't even know you're... And I had you on my channel, Richard. If I would have known that, oh my God. Well, I'm just kidding, dude. Totally kidding. You should come back on sometime. Matter of fact, maybe we won't have the, you know, the technical issues we had last time. You know, just let me know. Sounds good to me. September might be when we're also, I mean, unrelated to this, but like, it'll probably be September, maybe October. I don't know. The initiative is talking about putting together a fundraiser stream that would like go basically all day, and have pretty much everybody involved in some capacity. You know, maybe not all of us would be on at the same time, but it would be like kind of taking shifts and just raising money, you know, for Act Blue. For some of that grassroots money for Kamala. They're at the last leg of this thing. So we'll let you know about that once we got details worked out. And maybe we can get some cool guests. Maybe we can find some fun games or something to do. Who knows? I mean, I think they have some kind of like, yeah, we'll raise tens of dollars. Hey. I've been part of, I think, 3 or 4 streams since I've been doing this where every single one of them, I think, yeah, raised money for the Trevor Project. I'd say that, I've been part of streams that's raised upwards of $1,500 total for the Trevor Project. And that's not nothing, You had me at Trailer Park Boys. Oh, what? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Oh, it's the same queen. It's the same one. Okay. Oh, yeah. And you're all like, the UK is not an empire. You would say that. With their beady little eyes and the flapping little heads, blame Canada, blame Canada. They're not even a real country anyway. You had to, I mean, yeah, that's true. Lulz. You can take him back anytime you want to, by the way. Like, just please. I mean, truly blame Canada for Jordan Peterson. Yes. Like, Avril Lavigne too, man. You know what I mean? Like, who does she think she is, dude? Who does she think she is? She was like 17 years old and she's like, life's like this in her song. And I'm like, you don't fucking know what life's like. You don't know shit. You don't know. Don't you tell me what life is like, Avril Lavigne. I won't hear it. Okay. I can't believe 31 people are watching me right now. I'm not doing anything. I'm just. Oh yeah, he's from Crody's from up there. I forgot about that. That is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I mean, because he was basically just lying, right? Like he's just fucking lying about shit and acting like he had no role in that, which is generally just the right's whole thing that they do, right? They fucking hate accountability. It's weird. You know what? But this reminds me of something Morgan had asked to see recently, and I didn't know where it was, but I found it since then. And I think it'll be cathartic since he came up, Jordan Peterson was brought up, and now we had to think about him. This will be a good way to go out on the show here. Kind of bring it full circle and put a smile on that face. Here we go.
So if the college wants to re-educate me, they're more than welcome to try.
We don't manage to somehow swallow our super criminal pride. I'm afraid we're going to be...
But if they think they're going to do it in secret, they've got another think coming.
We must hang together. Almost assuredly we shall hang separately. Oh, and what a pity that would be.
There you go. You know? Straight up looks like a fucking Batman villain these days. What is with this guy? What's the deal with this guy? Tell you what, he's got a lot of shit takes.
Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking
Guy's got a lot of shit takes, and he looks like a Batman villain. You know what I say about that fucking jacket? Say this.
Take that ridiculous thing off.
Because guess why, Jordan?
You're just toxic. Shut up. You're just...
Yep, it's true. Also, Jordan, by the way.
Your mother.
Your mother. Let's see what happens if I switch up the brand here real quick. Boop. Okay. Then now I think I can do... Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Now we're going to have a good time. Real good time.
Carnivore diet will fix that.
The what, sorry?
The carnivore diet will fix that.
Look, I like meat. I'm pro meat. I don't think the carnivore diet is going to fix this particular issue. I think
My wife had an injury of 40 years,
Okay.
and it resolved in 2
Just
years
eat
on a
steak?
carnivore diet.
If you just eat steak or something?
Yeah,
I mean,
all beef.
Sure. I'm a pro. I like meat. But I think this is I think I'll probably need an operation or something. But anyway.
I tried the carnivore diet
Sure.
first. Anyways, that did happen to her.
Okay.
She couldn't lift her left arm above here. It took 40 years, and in 2 years it resolved.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was something to see. It also rejuvenated her physically in a variety of different ways that were quite miraculous to watch.
Yeah.
And that hasn't stopped. So that's a weird thing, and I would have never believed it if I hadn't seen this, because it's so preposterous. It's so preposterous. It's so preposterous. It's so preposterous.
Sure.
Yep. Yeah, holy shit, dude. What a fucking moron. I didn't think it would be possible for somebody to be so fucking ignorant and so rich. But I mean, I guess maybe that requires a bit of ignorance. Just idiocy, really. Also, though, this.
Hey, Dave, time to turn on your Jordan Peterson voice. I don't know, Jordan Peterson, what you got to say about that?
What was the question?
Can't afford medical bills. Have you tried not being sick? You should.
Well,
you should...
only people with weak moral character get sick.
Yeah.
If you get sick, it's your own fault.
Pretty
It is.
iconic.
It's a tightrope. It's a fine line. You start with Kermit, but you kind of have to do. I can't even describe what it is, but you got to, nudge it one way or the other a little bit to get the right Peterson.
If you're sick, maybe you should try eating exclusively meat like we did in the 50s and a good glass of milk.
The one thing you don't want to do is drink apple cider.
You will have you will have a depressive breakdown that will destroy you for weeks.
The next thing you know, you'll wake up and your daughter has put you in a coma in Russia. If I can't be a misogynist to you, I don't know what to do with you. Mr. Peterson, how many people have gone to prison based on Bill C-16? Up yours, woke moralist. We'll see who can for who.
Unrelated, but here's this.
But hear me out. What if we got Tom Cruise as Iron Man in an Avengers movie for 5 seconds? He doesn't want to do that. Robert Downey Jr. If it isn't old Mr. Oscar winner. I saw Oppenheimer. Show me. Right. Well, here is our offer to you. It's a number. I think it's a very nice number that you're going to be very satisfied with. So take a look. Oh, you're taking out a pen. Okay. Well, you're adding a few zeros. That's fine. Remember how big our budget was on Loki season 2? No. Go ahead. You earned it, buddy. Okay. I think we can work with this. I think that's the GDP of Greenland. I'm bad guy now. What does that mean? I don't. Bye, Robert. Guys, I just made the deal of the century.
Yep. And then one more thing. I wanted to leave you guys with something special. By the way, I'm pretty sure I'll be streaming again tonight. Might have some Morgan, maybe. Might have some Bob of the Old Ways. Might have some... Who fucking knows? Nonetheless, it is... The nighttime is the right time for chuds. To be, shitting on chuds. So that's what we're going to do. Maybe some smud chud, some chud boy. Who knows? I'll figure it out. I always figured it out. You guys are great. Please like and subscribe. And then I want you to listen to this story from Jordan Peterson real quick, because it's a really special story. And I think you're all going to really appreciate this.
I dreamed I saw my maternal grandmother sitting by the bank of a swimming pool, which was also a river. Her genital region was exposed dimly. It had the appearance of a thick mat of hair. She was stroking herself absent-mindedly. She walked over to me, with a handful of pubic hair compacted into something resembling a large artist's paintbrush. She pushed this at my face. I raised my arm several times to deflect her hand. Finally, unwilling to hurt her or interfere with her any further, I let her have her way. She stroked my face with the brush gently and said, like a child, "Isn't it soft?" I looked at her ruined face and said, "Yes, Grandma, soft."
Sorry. I'm sorry. You should hit like if you're watching, if you're gaining anything out of this, even if you're gaining a feeling of like disgust and resentment, and how dare this fucking communist, fucking liberal, fucking radical leftist, fucking Antifa, BLM, fucking all those words that you don't really know what they mean, but you know they fucking not good. If you feeling anything like that, hit like or hit the downvote. I don't know. I don't fucking care, man. Just engage with this goddamn video, please.